let's put a handle on this knife. So the first step in this project is to find a piece of handle material that's going to work for you. I just am using something that fell from the hurricane, from that tree that you guys saw in recent videos. So I'm going to use that. I found this nice piece where it kind of gave me this nice kind of ergonomic design on the bottom. So as you can see here, you can see I already started my cuts here and here. So that's what I'm going to do. Give me a second and I will show you what that looks like. So as you can see, I made all of my cuts here, here, and here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole in the center of this end, and we're going to get ready to put the rat tail of the knife inside of that handle. So I ended up actually cutting the handle a little bit shorter because it just looked a little awkward, more handle than actually knife. So I ended up cutting it, marking my center hole, and also sizing it up because you need to see just about how far that tang, or that rat tail tang, is going to end up in that. So it's going to look something like this after we drill it out. So I'm going to go drill this out first and make sure that that it actually takes well, and then I will take the bark off of this and then shape the handle. So how I'm going to drill my holes, I'm going to actually take a smaller drill bit and start off with that, so I know that I'm drilling somewhat straight. And that way this larger drill bit, that's actually the width of this rat tail tang, has something to be guided by because I drilled that smaller hole out. And then this right here, I've actually put a pretty much depth gauge for the thickness of this, because what I don't want happening is the top of this handle splitting when this is almost all the way through. Basically ruins the whole entire project and I have to start over from scratch. So we're taking some kind of safety precautions to prevent that from happening. Measuring the depth of the actual rat tail tang and matching that to the end of my drill. That way when my drill bottoms out, it's the exact same depth as that rat tail. So as you can see, I have it drilled out to this diameter, which matches the same diameter as this, slightly smaller. That way I can have some type of pressure fit in there, along with some glue and sawdust to act as a filler. But I'm going to go ahead and drill that last hole, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So I have the final hole drilled. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the bark off of this handle and then make some filler and then get ready to fit this. So now that we have the handle roughly shaped out, sanded to about 80 grit or so, what we're going to do is we're going to take the shavings from cutting all the pieces off of the handle right here. I'm going to take some Titebond 2. Titebond 3 would probably be better. We're going to mix it together and make a filler for the center of the knife. So when we drive the rat tail of the knife in there, there's some filler in there for it to stay in place. Let me mix this up and then we'll get back to it. So now since I have this mixed, what we're going to do is we're going to get a smaller utensil, put that filler down here, grab the knife, drop it right down, turn it over, probably grab a rubber mallet, pound the top of here with a piece of wood underneath it so it drives that rat tail tang down in there and it seats the knife flush just like this, and then we'll be almost there and almost done. Trying to let that settle down in there before I pour more. Don't want it to spill over the top of the handle. See you guys in a second. Alrighty, so the glue has set. As you can see, it's not very pretty. Not a huge fan. I feel like I can do better. That's what life is all about. It's about making mistakes and moving forward and learning from them. It is functional. It will, you know, shave that wood off if you needed to, just for small tasks. But like I said, I'm just not a fan of that. So what I'm going to do is I'll just split it out, and then I will repeat the same process. Probably will not drill the bigger hole because it just aesthetically is not pleasing to me. And so I'll just pressure fit it in with a little bit of glue, and then go from there. Probably have to make a separate video for that, but I definitely will. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking your time out of your day to do that. And I'll see you next time.